that it's love, but to me it's looking counterfeit. I get done with one and move right on to another bitch. Yeah,
DJ Ill Will.
College educated, she graduated. Any bill she can't front, her parents paid it. The show was far, you the only one with a car out your girlfriends. But being that she's a big fan, of course she made it. Most girls wanna hide the fact that the thrill they chasing, but you just wanna get drunk the night of someone famous. So I just name a time and a place, and you're game for it. Value player, hotel room, meet you there.
Walking on a dream.
DJ Rockstar.
How can I explain? Talking to myself.
Just traveling the world.
Will I see you again?
Trying different drugs and girls. Yeah.
We are always running for the thrill of it, thrill of it. Always pushing up the hill, searching for the thrill of it. All along we are calling out another again. Never looking down, I'm just ignoring what's in front of me.
Addicted to champagne. Took the room, we ride a whole way. Bitches, I Taylor gang that. They just wanna know where the plane's at. Take the low one out of there. Or like, just turn it down. And then I'm gonna probably just go back and double another one of them high ones. I want them shits to be like a real area. Dreamy.
DJ Ill Will.
Wake up, drunk, go to sleep, duh. We both amazed at what we just done. Mixing drinks, knowing we'll regret this. Ain't been asleep yet, room service bringing us breakfast. All this money, darling, what else is left to do? But smoke and enjoy my presidential view. Got a swimming pool in my living room. On stage interviews, tons of sour, let's consume.
DJ Rockstar.
Always running for the thrill of it, thrill of it.
Yeah.
Always pushing up the hill, searching for the thrill of it.
Okay.
All along we are calling out not again. Never looking down, I'm just ignoring what's in front of me.
Addicted to champagne. Took the room, we ride a whole way. Bitches, I Taylor gang that. They just wanna know where the plane's at. Addicted to champagne. Took the room, we ride a whole way. Bitches, I Taylor gang that. They just wanna know where the plane's at. What's this? Burn after rolling? Yeah, that's what it is. Until I drop the next one. So do just that.
Don't stop, just keep going on. I'm your
I'm stoned.
shoulder lean upon. So come
This is what? Mixtape number 6, 7.
standing. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Good evening. I would like to welcome all the family members and friends who have come to witness this special celebration. I thank you for your constant support in allowing us to educate these fine young adults over the past 4 years. I would like to thank our Board of Education members for continually supporting us throughout the year. Thank you. Thank you to our district administrators led by Superintendent Dr. Brian Kitchen, Assistant Superintendent Mr. Daniel Novak, Business Administrator Mr. William Schultz, and our district principals and supervisors. A special thank you to our high school assistant principals, Mr. Nicholas Polero, Ms. Krista Tripodi, and Mr. John Schutte for their never-ending dedication and devotion to the students of West Milford High School and Highlander Academy. Finally, I would like to thank all our faculty for their constant commitment and nurturing of our graduates on a daily basis. Additionally, I'd like to recognize our retiring staff: Sue Neberker, Bruce Bialkin, Dana Lambert, Debbie Gabriel, Kathy Rita, Custodian Dean Monty, and Buildings and Grounds Thomas Gillen. Together, they represent over 200 years of dedication. Congratulations. I would like to cap off my recognitions by spotlighting the class of 2025. From the very beginning of the school year, we challenged this class to be leaders and set a positive tone for the building. They were encouraged to be active volunteers in the community and for charitable organizations. I am proud to say that they greatly exceeded our expectations. I'm proud of the way this class conducted themselves and the role models that they demonstrated to the remainder of the student body. The class of 2025 truly led by example. Our most recent display of this is in honor of leadership, academics, and athletics that has not occurred in West Milford High School in 30 years. I'd like to congratulate our very own Laurel Space, who was named the 2025 Passaic County of the Year Female Student Athlete. Laurel, please stand to be recognized. There she is. Congratulations, Laurel. Students from this class have been accepted in some of the most prestigious institutions in the country and premier technical institutions. For those entering the armed service, first we thank you in advance for your commitment. Please stand to be recognized if you are entering into the armed services. We thank you for your service. As you step out of these halls, remember that the education you've received is not just about facts and figures, but about the ability to learn, adapt, and innovate. The world is constantly changing, and your greatest asset will be your willingness to embrace new change and never stop growing. Please remember that you are always welcome. The high school community takes great pride when we hear of your advancements and successes in life. Our doors will always be open to you. In closing, remember, once a Highlander, always a Highlander. Congratulations to the class of 2025. Next, I'd like to call up Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Brian Kitchen.
Thank you, Mr. Stryance. All right, I also would like to welcome everybody here this evening. I would also say that I've never wished so hard for rain as I have in the past couple of hours since we made the decision to be in here. It is obviously very hot. If you have any complaints, my email address is joe.trenicosta@WMTPS. So I want to also start with a few thank yous. I'd like to start with our staff. Obviously, as you've gone through this, as we've gone through these past 4 years here, the staff are the ones that are showing up every day. Our staff are the ones writing the lesson plans, grading the papers, staying after, tutoring, providing that support. Your counselors are sitting with you as you prepare for your future. So how about a huge round of applause for our staff for all that they do. I'd like to thank our administration for all that they do, not only in setting those high expectations, but also making sure that they're creating the appropriate environment for our students to come to every day. I would like to thank our parents. Parents, without you, none of this would be possible. All the stress that your children feel as they're walking through the halls each day, I know that you're feeling it at home. All the hours you've put into supporting them. If you have students that are anything like I was when I was in their seat, you've probably spent more time stressing over their education than they have. So thank you for everything that you've done. And last but not least, I would like to thank our students. Without you, none of us would be here this evening. This is your night, and this is, you are the reason that we are here to celebrate. So tonight marks the end of your high school career, but that is not what we're here to celebrate tonight. We are not here to celebrate the end of anything, but the beginning of something new. All right, we're here to celebrate the next step, the next chapter in your lives. All right, you've learned a lot along the way. I do have one thought, though. Raise your hand if you've ever sat in class and thought to yourself, when am I ever going to need to know this bit of information? Parents, teachers, bear with me on this one. I promise I'm going somewhere with it. So, I have a little secret to let you in on. You won't need to know every single thing that we've taught you while you're here. You just won't. But here's the good news. All right? At this point, all right, your life is a journey. It's a pathway, and you don't know what lessons you will and won't need until you get to the end of that pathway. But even the lessons that you don't need, all right, even if the lessons that are not relevant to your future careers, they're not wasted lessons. They're still really important, and they're still really valuable. Right. Think of every bit of knowledge you've acquired over these 4 years, or really the past 13 years you've been in this district, as keys to different doors. When you get to the end of that pathway, when you get to the end of that hall, you want to have as many keys as you possibly can, because you might sit here tonight and think you know exactly what your future holds, and I promise you, in some way, shape, or form, you don't. Even if you have a plan for what your future is going to be, plans change. The things that you're excited in, they will shift. And having keys to more doors is always a good thing. All right. The last thing you want to do is get to the end of that hallway, and the door you thought you wanted to go through isn't the one you wanted to go through anymore, and the door that you decide you want to go through is locked. So acquiring those knowledge and skills to have all those different keys is incredibly valuable. But also, those lessons, they're not wasted. The things that you don't need, they're not wasted. It's part of that pathway in life, is acquiring that knowledge, acquiring those skills. And the reality is that even the things that you don't need to know, they've still helped to prepare you for the future. The way they have is because they teach you how to think. They teach you how to problem solve. They teach you how to deal with failure. They even teach you how to deal with success, which, believe it or not, can also be challenging at times to be successful and still have that motivation, that drive to keep pushing yourself to be better. So there's a quote that I've always felt is incredibly valuable in education, and it's my favorite quote as it relates to a student's pathway through school and to the role of your teachers and your parents as we help guide you along that path. And the quote is, "Prepare the child for the path and not the path for the child." Our job is not to arm you with all of the specific things you're going to need in life. Our job is to help you arm yourself with the tools you'll need to navigate that pathway, regardless of what the future has to bring. The reality is that that pathway is yours to travel. Every single person in this room tonight is proud to have been a part of your journey, but the journey is still yours, and the next step that you take is all going to be guided by the direction you choose to take it. So we can't wait to see what the future holds for you, and congratulations on what you've accomplished so far.
I'd like to call up our salutatorian, Zoe Fuchs.
Good evening, family, friends, staff, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2025. I am honored to be standing before you today as your salutatorian, and I'd like to thank some of the people here without whom we would not have made it this far. Thank you to the teachers who taught us with the wisdom and patience required to respond to emails at 2 a.m. from students asking for extensions. Thank you to the friends who let us copy homework and made us laugh after failing a test. And finally, thank you to the parents and guardians who picked us up from practices, listened to us rant after a long day, and were our biggest cheerleaders throughout every challenge. We could not have done it without you. Now to the class of 2025. I'd like to say congratulations, because yes, we did it. Everyone here, whether you're in the top 15 or Mr. 192, you graduated high school, and you should be so proud. I'm sure that at this point, you're all done. Done with tests, lectures, and homework. Done with trying. I'm not gonna lie, the world is a messy place right now. Keeping your head down and making jokes about the problems we don't feel powerful enough to fix can be a compelling option. But no matter how messed up the world is, you're the one living in it, and you are not here by accident. Every single one of you has a talent. Maybe it's fixing things, making people laugh, or finding beauty in unlikely places. You may not see it, but these small strengths can make a world of difference. That big, scary, and wonderful world you're about to walk into is starving for people who care. People who are willing to show up as themselves and use their passions and talents to carve out a place that is all their own. So I implore you, don't wait on the sidelines. Don't wait for someone to tell you it's your turn. Make it your turn. Recognize your talents, seize control of your life, and make a place for yourself in the world. You're graduating high school. You've already proven you can finish what you started, so go start something worth finishing. Thank you, and once more, congratulations.
Next, I'd like to call up our valedictorian, Megan Seidner.
Good evening. I'm Megan Seidner. It is a complete honor and a privilege to be standing before you on this special night. My grandmother said, it's important to take care of the people who take care of you. And so I would like to start by inviting everyone to participate in a moment of gratitude. Please take a moment to think about your parents and guardians, the ones who offered you a blanket and a cup of tea through late night studying, cheered the loudest at your games, saw the beauty in your earliest attempts at welding, and listened to you sing the same line over and over and over as you insisted that it's still just a little bit pitchy. Whoever they were essential to your development. Parents and guardians, not only did you give us the resources to live, but the mentality to thrive. These invaluable gifts will continue to propel us through our next phase of life. Now, please take a moment to think about your mentors, the teachers, coaches, and directors who have guided you, The ones who inspired your love for music after handing you a glistening yellow belt in recorder karate. Showed you the hand positioning for childhood t-ball that allows you to now hit home runs with ease. And not only taught you your foundational knowledge in subjects, but whose open discussions taught you about yourself. The people you are thinking of saw you, heard you, and cared about you throughout the challenges and the triumphs. Mentors, you opened our eyes to our potential, supported us through uncertainties, and served as our home away from home. Finally, please take a moment to think about your unsung heroes. The bus drivers offering safe transportation when you couldn't drive. The custodians keeping the school clean every single day. The lunch aides making uplifting small talk as you purchased your meal. School counselors checking in on you and offering precious resources. The administrators quietly perfecting bell schedules and maintaining optimal academic conditions. The Board of Education trustees making decisions with your best interests in mind. And your friends who offered a shoulder to cry on, a trip to Dunkin' and a coffee to stay awake during homeroom, and loyalty so you knew you weren't alone. Whether it was quietly or loudly, in ways that were tangible or not, these were the people whose positive impact was unyielding and undeniable. Miracle workers, thank you for your consistent efforts. They reverberate through the hallways and make each day a little bit easier to face. Maybe the people you thought of are in this room, watching the live stream, or here with you in spirit. Wherever they are, class of 2025, know that their unwavering love lives in you and that you are making them so immensely proud today. If we could please, let's offer a round of applause to our support systems for pushing us through these years. Class of 2025, congratulations. It is incredible to think about how far we have come in the 4 years that we have been in West Milford High School. In celebration, please walk with me down memory lane as we reflect on our growth from figurative seed to flower. In freshman year, we were seeds. Not only was this a completely new environment, but it was a time unlike any other. COVID-19 cut us off from each other partially during 7th grade and then nearly completely in 8th grade. While some enjoyed the comfort of their homes due to their proximity to their bed, families, and refrigerators, it still posed the issue of isolation. This led to the physicality of freshman year to seem nearly alien. In this sense, we weren't only trying not to get lost, we were still in our own pods. It is our willingness to explore that allowed us to overcome this. Our eagerness to jump into club fairs, of excitedly looking through potential courses, of diving into life after a period of touch-and-go toe dipping. Through this exploration, we began to learn about our comforts and fears. This may seem silly, but a great example is Project Adventure. Not only did the team-based games help establish dynamics, but the obstacle of climbing enabled us to test our limits. After trying the initial rock wall, you learned a bit more about the role you wanted to play when faced with the catwalk, the dangling duo, and the rope climb. In having the courage to take that first leap, you learned more about yourself. This excitement for learning gave us everything we needed to climb out of our seeds. This happened just in time for sophomore year. We were sprouts, peeking out from our former shells and offering a glimpse at a more developed self. We were no longer the newest in the school, but still so far from being an adult. Our exploration enabled us to find our fit. We were still figuring out how to deal with challenges. It was at this time that we learned perseverance. You learned to overcome adversities by turning to a trusted figure to vent before tackling the problem, drank your Monster or coffee and powered through, allowed yourself a good cry and then got right back to it, or maybe you did something uniquely your own. Whatever that behavior was, it allowed you to work through your challenges. This perseverance is represented through our shared taking of driver's ed. As we learned how to brake smoothly without propelling everyone forward and calm down after expressing frustration from stalling our cars, we persevered. Just as a sprout emerges from a seed and can grow between even the harshest concrete, we found a way. We navigated, changed lanes, and cruised on to our next year with a bit more grit. By junior year, we were akin to a stem with a bud, on the brink of blossoming with achievement, but not quite there yet. This was the year when the next phase loomed over us. PSATs, standardized tests, and school counselor meetings were all mandatory and jumped out around every corner, making it impossible to hide from considering our futures. It was during junior year that it became clear that gone were the days when wanting to be a mermaid when we grew up was valid. This came with a wide variety of responses. Maybe you always knew what you wanted to do, or you considered pursuing your hobbies in a way that could lead to income, or you are currently unsure. These responses are valid because no matter how you felt, you did not let fear control you. You were self-reflected, researched, and grew in personal understanding. In developing a stronger sense of identity, we can meet each day with a better attitude. There are so many variables in life that we can't control. The only thing we do have control over is ourselves. And through this year of introspection, we can feel a little less loss, release the tension in our shoulders, and meet the question of who do you want to be and what do you value with a bit more steadiness in our voices. This allowed us to walk into our final year with confidence. And as though it came upon us all at once, while also feeling like it took an eternity, we were seniors. We were flowers. Fresh from a summer of concerts, part-time jobs, and long drives going everywhere and nowhere, we returned to school. Though this time, we did so with comfort in our new responsibilities, excitement for the future, and a tinge of melancholy at the knowledge that this is all nearing its end. With these emotions, we bought our smaller backpacks displaying childhood interests, created our strategic schedules with study periods pushed to the beginning or end of the day, and personalized our parking spots. This was a year that was uniquely ours to take control over, and so we did. We coordinated rec assemblies, held leadership positions in our extracurriculars, offered guidance to peers seeking advice, and, ultimately, became the people we had admired when we were younger. This year, we gained a profound sense of accomplishment. You have, at this point of your life, established who you are, what you believe, and how you respond to challenges. You have blossomed. You have physical reminders of your hard work everywhere. In the diploma you will receive, the cords adorning your gowns, and the accolades on your wall. You also have the intangible reminders, the loved ones who are overwhelmingly happy for you, the lives you have bettered, and the knowledge of how far you have come. In a sentence, you have succeeded and you have grown. The person you are at this moment is ready to take on the world and win. Class of 2025, I implore you to remember the traits you gained from this formative time and, as Germany Kent said, keep going and keep growing. To remember this, I leave you with a gift. With your diploma, you will find an envelope containing seed paper. Let it represent our shared exploration, perseverance, understanding, and accomplishment, the unique person you have grown into, and your untapped potential as you transition into your next phase. May this remind you of who you are at this moment and who you can become. Class of 2025, congratulations on all of your growth. I wish you the best of luck in all of your future endeavors. For the last time, thank you for class. Have a nice day.
Superintendent Kitchen, President Lockwood, and members of the Board of Education, it is my pleasure to state the following. High school graduation requirements are set forth by the State of New Jersey and Administrative Code, Title 16A, Section 8, and Title 18A, Section 35. Locally, they are contained in Board of Education Policy 5460. I certify that the students seated before you have met the graduation requirements of the West Milford Board of Education and the State of New Jersey. Therefore, it is my pleasure and honor to present to you the class of 2025. Next, I'd like to call up Board President Claire Lockwood.
Good evening, graduates, families, faculty, and honored guests. Tonight, we gather not just to celebrate the end of the high school journey, but to honor the incredible promise of what lies ahead. It is my privilege as a representative of the Board of Education to stand with you at this powerful moment of transition and possibility. Graduates, you have worked tirelessly to reach this day. You have grown in knowledge, character, and resilience. You have faced challenges and uncertainties, and yet, here you stand, ready to step boldly into the future. Eleanor Roosevelt once said, "The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams." What a profound truth this is. Your dreams are the foundation upon which you will build your lives. They are the sparks of hope and courage that will light your way even in the darkest times. Believing in your dreams means trusting yourself, even when others doubt. It means embracing the unknown with curiosity and strength. It means daring to imagine a world better than today and having the courage to make it real. To the parents, guardians, families, and faculty here today, thank you. Your love, sacrifice, and encouragement have been the roots that supported these graduates as they grew and flourished. Your belief in them has helped turn dreams into realities. It takes a community to raise a generation, and this moment belongs to all of you. Graduates, as you move forward, carry your dreams proudly and protect them fiercely. Be fearless in pursuing your passions. Be kind in every step you take. Be resilient when the road gets tough. And remember that setbacks are just opportunities in disguise. The world needs your vision, your energy, and your heart. You have the power to make a difference, to inspire, to innovate, and to lead. The future truly belongs to you. Believe in the beauty of your dreams and go create a life that shines with purpose and possibility. Congratulations, class of 2025.
Megan Seidner. Zoe Fuchs. Alexandra Maria Gruber. Sarah Grace Rottenberg. Daniel R. Apt. Leonard Alka. Lorenzo Andrade. Jesse James Arugio. Addison Arsenega. Kendra L. Austin. Patrick Baba. Massimo Balistreri. Nicholas Ryan Barbella. Lucian Rosario Barca. Martina Eileen Begnosh. Brianne Casey Bell. Emily Rose Besida. Anna Borsetti. Samantha Bauer. Nicholas Brandeo. Spencer James Brownlee. McKenna Jaden Bush. Angel Campos. Joel R. Campos. Nicholas Paul Carbone. Gianna Marie Card. Amanda Brooke Carolyn. Emma Marie Carson. Natalie Jacqueline Casella. Gregory Mark Chame. Michael Dominic Chiriciello. Mark Clare. Sean M. Conklin. Taina Cordero. Jillian J. Crane. Faith Mary Curto. Stephen Sykier. Vincent Dominic DeAndrea. Jason Dorico. Shannon Nicole Delcase. Valdrita Dowdy. Haley Davis. Dean Deaver. Anthony DeFeeti. Lindsay Ann DiLorenzo. Jaden DeRaffley. Carson Edward DeRobertis. William Daniel Diaz. Cassidy Nicole DiMaggio. Carly Rose Donahoe. Nicholas Christian Douglas. Riley Drew. Sierra Edmond. Jake Elmini. Angel Espichan. Matthew Lewis Evans. Benjamin Faraji. Justin Fenning. Jaden Mark Foster. Lucy Reese Fry. Kyle Frommel. Darnice Fucci Jr. Caroline Joyce Gable. Ethan Garcia. Owen Ginder. Kyle Gloria. Elizabeth Gomez. Derek Gong Wiest. Jennifer Good. Maxwell J. Gorney. Benjamin Robert Gray. Damian Danielle Gray. Haley Elizabeth Grunler. Chloe Judith Gunther. Julie Gutierrez. Shirley Delphina Gutierrez. Brianna Hallahan. Aiden Tyler Hanley. Colton Wyatt Hardison. Ian Douglas Harris. Eliana Haas. Bridget Mary Claire Henkel.
Danielle Marie Hernandez.
Jose Hernandez.
Abigail Hires.
Kate Michaela Huggins.
Adriana Hutzel.
Samantha Indo.
Lauren Grace Jakobczyk.
Vincent Joseph Janetsko.
Christopher Gavin Janetz Jr.
Molly Joanne Kane.
Haley Elizabeth Caprell.
Daxton Vincent Keller.
Jake Thomas Kelshaw.
John Karamigian.
Casper Kozusko.
Shimon Krimpatsky.
Lily Marie Kreitzer.
Benjamin Robert Leidy.
Tyler Michael Lugori.
Zoe Lisbona.
Ogden Lajusik.
Brody Sullivan Loveland.
Evan James Lynch.
Landon McKenzie.
Dominic J. Maffetone.
Alyssa Ray Mann.
Michael B. Manthe.
Megan Marie Mazzarone.
Gavin Marshall.
Christian David Martinez.
Matthew Charles McConnell.
Ryan J. McGowie.
Stephanie McManus.
Isabella Medina.
Tyler J. Meyer.
Zach Mayagog.
Marcus S. Milligan.
Evangeline Miranda.
Daniela Marie Montalbano.
Dorothy Josephine Moran.
Emma Olivia Morgan.
Marcus Tyron Morgan.
Carl Robert Mueller.
Natalie Mulholland.
Kira Louise Mulligan.
Airlise Munoz.
John A. Munoz.
Caitlin Murphy.
Armani J. Musina.
Alexander George Naum.
Bridget Catherine Nevin.
Leah Noel Norton.
Daniel J. Novak.
Kristen Joy Nowacki.
Amanda M. O'Brien.
Mackenzie Rose Odell.
Dylan Aiden Orfino.
Adeep Aruli.
Anthony Joseph Ostalaza.
Benjamin John Otto.
Jude Martin Otto.
David Ovales Tavares.
Ella Rose Paget.
Aiden John Panafili.
Logan Passarello Daly.
Jonas J. Paulino.
Lily Grace Petronasi.
Liza Pachocchio.
Jordan Ilyasa Pope.
Braden Edward Primavera.
Jess Allen Pritchett.
Jillian Alba Rasp.
Jacqueline Regan.
Aiden Rega.
Julia Riley.
Timothy Reinhardt.
Kevin J. Reinsmith.
Larissa Rochi.
Anthony A. Rodriguez.
Kayla Rose.
Michaela J. Rose.
Christopher Sheldon Rosner.
Haley M. Rubenacher.
Cassandra Lynn Rabinski.
Julia Sabian.
Jacob Lawrence Randolph Sanchez.
Joseph Sanchez.
Michael Henry Sanchez Vasquez.
Siobhan Stewart Savkov.
Colby George Scott.
Vivian Cernick.
Walter Alessandro Soler.
Jeremiah Elijah Mattal.
Laurel L. Space.
Madison Elizabeth Spear.
Andrew James Spolstra.
Cole Alexander Stillman.
Donna Lee Stinziano.
Lilith Jade Struble.
Miguel A. Tapia.
Christopher Tatro.
Ryan Tatro.
Gavin Nicholas Tenhove.
Hunter W. Timberman.
Christopher Paul Timmons.
Kira Timpson.
Colin V. Tornow.
Zion Torres.
Thomas Trapasso.
Riley Treptow.
Adelina Pearl Tuzio.
Alana Julia Van Dunk.
Gwendolyn Van Wyk.
Abigail Lee Veering.
Kyle S. Vogel.
Anthony Weiss.
Lucas Emil White.
Daniel Reinhardt.
Brandon Roger Wisniewski.
Lindsay Marie Whitner.
Zachary Stephen Whitner.
Brianna Haley Wondrak.
Mia Yang.
Jennifer Zhang.
Kylie Zilanewski.
Hunter T. Hars.
Dylan Paige Preziosi.
Enya Elizabeth Barrett. Thank you. Grab everything.
Graduates, please rise. Congratulations to the West Milford class of 2025. Please join me in moving your tassels from right to left. 3, 2, 1.
sat on opening plans for a bit, and last night when I was